don't think that's unfair. You want this man to be paying for your hair, you know, you want to be in his pockets, in his wallet. If you're going to be in my wallet, I think it's only fair that I'm in your business. Hello, my name is Chance, and you are listening to A Chance to Strive. Oh, one thing I'm going to say is, hey, listen, wherever you're listening from, if you're watching this on YouTube, give it a subscribe. Wherever platform you're on, please subscribe. And any of my socials is literally Chance Drive. You guys will find it. I got you guys. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so remember the last episode, we did a format where we actually pulled episodes. I'm wearing the exact same thing. Why am I trying to play it off? I am recording 2 episodes in the exact same day. I don't know why I tried to act like it was a brand new, different day. Like, you can see what the fuck I'm wearing. I'd rather let y'all know that I did the episode in the exact same clothes instead of y'all thinking that I came back here another week and wear the exact same thing like a dirty motherfucker. I wouldn't do y'all like that. And I'm not that type of person, I promise. Yeah, we're not going to be slick about it. Hello, welcome back. I'm recording the exact same episode in the exact same day. But yeah, we're going to pull the exact same things like we have on social media posts that I pulled up, and we're just going to go through them and we're going to talk about them. Yeah, instead of me lying to you guys, I'm sorry. See, this is why vulnerability matters. You own up to your mistakes. Yeah, let's get to it. I bet. Okay, so the first one was like, Sneaky Link did me so good. I ain't fucked nobody since. See, the last episode we talked about like me falling in love with my Sneaky Link. Yeah, like the moment I had that, like I didn't go nowhere else. It was so great that I was like, I bet, look, I ain't fucking nobody else. And then it was so great. The vibe was so great. I was like, I ain't fucking nobody else. I ain't gonna talk to nobody else. Hey, might as well fall in love with me, Snake. Like, come on, like I miss you. But yeah, like literally, that's exactly what it was. Like, I didn't want nothing else. Like, I forgot to mention this part. Literally after that first night, like what had happened was like everything was just so great and top tier. Like, people understand when I use the word top tier, like it means that it was top tier. Like it was at the top of the food chain type shit. Hey, food chain. Well, actually, that I have dirt. I'm sorry, but yeah, literally after that first day, I went on TikTok and I spoke about it. Like my whole neck was just red with hickey. I didn't appreciate that part because what had happened in general wasn't that bad. You know, I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll give it. I'll let this one slide. But yeah, literally on TikTok, I was like, yo, the way she was. Yeah, I hyped it up that much, so I really went nowhere after that. But what was the other post? Also, another post was just like, I told this man to pay for my hair, and he said, let me go through that phone. Never mind, baby, I got it. That's what she said. But in my opinion, I don't think that's unfair. You want this man to be paying for your hair, you know, you want to be in his pockets, in his wallet. If you're going to be in my wallet, I think it's only fair that I'm in your business. Like when I pay for your hair, right? What do you do for me? I'm not really in your pockets. So put me in your business. I feel like that's a fair price to pay. Get it? Fair price to pay. That was a good play on words. I'm fucking with y'all. But yeah, I don't think he was being unfair. Like, you want this dude to pay for your hair. Woman's hair is not cheap. My hair, if I was going to salons to do it and I wasn't an influencer, like people were like doing my hair was more of like a partnership deal type thing. If I didn't have that going on for myself and I was going to do my hair, and bro, it's expensive even for a guy. For a woman, y'all be putting lace fronts and then your braids that be reaching your ass. Bro, sometimes y'all hair takes 6 hours. That's a lot of money, even if I was paying minimum wage for each fucking hour. 15 bills. Nah, bro. Nah. I think it's a fair thing. Oh, this isn't even like a post like to react to, but it was just something that didn't make sense to me. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized it's actually funny as shit. Okay, so this was a post that I seen. It was like, there are now traffic jams on Mount Everest by how many people wish to climb it. The idea that you want to go climb a mountain and it's Mount Everest is just crazy. See, this is the thing I say, like when you're raised in a certain parts of the world, there are certain things you're not really too eager for. I've never sat here and said, I want to climb Mount Everest. It's cold. And it takes way too long to cold as shit. I don't want to do that. Like, to people who do it and you accomplish that, I'm proud. I am very proud for you. but I don't wish the same thing for myself. I'm good. But my point is, those people that wish to do that, right? Let's talk about them from their perspective. You prepare yourself to climb a mountain like Mount Everest. You get ready, training and everything like that. And then at a certain point, you realize you got to worry about traffic. You are climbing a mountain and you have to worry about traffic. It's already cold as I've seen pictures. And I've seen how cold it can get. And I've seen what people have to wear. You're telling me if I decide to go climb Mount Everest, at a certain point, somebody's going to tell me to stop. And when I ask why, you're going to tell me it's because there's traffic. I will walk back home, wherever the fuck I'm at. If you're going to tell me my trip is going to be that delayed because of other motherfuckers. But now I just thought that was actually... And shouldn't they control how many people are climbing it? Because so many people climbing it at once doesn't really help if you're just making it longer for the people that are literally dedicating so much time to doing this already. What was it? Okay, what's the next post? Okay, there was this next post, and I just thought, and I related to it a lot. To be honest, my last okay, I'm not speaking on my last relationship. I'm speaking on relationships in general. Let's make that clear before y'all take that and just start commenting on my social media and DM me about it. To be honest, my last relationship didn't ruin me. I ruined me because I didn't love myself enough to stop allowing shit that I knew I didn't deserve. And I just related to that shit so much. Like this. Whoever this motherfucker was spitting. But the reason why I relate to it so much, I feel like in a lot of my past relationships, even if there are certain exes or certain past situationships where I'm not the fondest of those people, right? I've never been that person that's been able to hold on to any of the hurt that somebody has put on me. It hasn't like, this is your fault that I'm this way. Like, I've never been able to do that. Like, oh, this is your fault that I went through this experience. Like, whether or not, like, that's genuinely, like, realistically what happened. For me, I find it hard putting blame on somebody. One, if we're in that situation where the blame needs to go somewhere in the first place, it means I probably cared enough about you to look at that situation and care enough to be like, it's your fault. Like, that means I had a certain level of care for you. And knowing that was the case, right? And for me to blame you for something, it's just hard. Like, it's hard for me to make people hold things against people that I care about. I realize it doesn't do me any good. Like, it's pretty much a double-edged sword that you're playing with. Like, there's no way to go about it and not hurt yourself. And I prefer not to do that. But the thing for me is kind of like, I've realized that a lot of the shit that have hurted me, it's never things that I've been gullible to. It's never things that I've been clueless about. They've just been shit that I tolerated for way too long because I didn't understand, because I tolerated them shits for way too long, where it's like, I know that I didn't deserve it, but I still kept on putting up with it. So I can't really blame that person because I knew that this wasn't a situation that I should have been in, but I decided to stay. And that's the thing. It's like, I was aware of what I was risking. I was aware of that. If shit didn't work out, I would be this hurt. I would be this broken. I still chose to take that risk. And then fuck it. It happened. It's like, yeah, I can hold it against that person, but it's like, it would be very childish to not hold myself accountable for the shit that I was, for my part. It's like, you was well aware what you was risking and you still did that shit. But now that it went wrong, you want to sit here and blame the world and look at everybody else. I can't have that type of mindset because I understand the fact that it doesn't stimulate any growth. Like, not holding yourself accountable for the shit that you do, whether it's the minimalist, like, whether it's like the most minimal thing in a situation, hold yourself accountable for it. Because now you know something not to do next time. It's a lesson learned. That means that experience that I would have looked at like it was only something terrible. Now I get to look at it in a positive light. I get to be grateful for it, for something, for it being part of my story. And for me, that's really what it's all about. Yeah. Now let's move on to the funny shit. All right. Oh, this was something that I was not aware of. Okay, so this was when I seen this post, I was crying because I didn't believe it. But then again, it's like, I realize there's a lot of shit in our history that we really don't know that didn't get reported and shit, right? So this is a post on Twitter that said, hearing that Harriet Tubman used to knock out crying babies because it could possibly get them caught is the wildest thing I've heard. And then for the post, it was like, random fact, Harriet Tubman used opium tonic to keep small children quiet while smuggling them on the Underground Railroads. I've never thought about it, but when you think about it, that should have been a given. How are you sneaking babies but then they're awake. That just wouldn't happen. And you can't just keep a baby up while you're literally running and trying to sneak around and stuff like that. But the fact that they really like would knock them out and stuff like that, I just thought that was actually interesting as shit, because I've actually never heard of that. And if I didn't see that post, I would have never actually thought about it. But wow, the babies used to really be knocked out. That's crazy. Okay, so there was this post that I seen, and it's an exercise, right, type thing. So I want everybody to actually do it, and I want you guys to comment what it is that you said. Okay, so this post, it was a post by Power of Positivity. It's either on Twitter or Instagram. I don't know which one it is, but I wanted to give that at. It says, you meet your 13-year-old self, but you can only tell them 3 words. What do you say and why? Peter, you're gonna tell yourself, your 13-year-old self, 3 words. What would they be?
3 words.
Yeah, I know. That keeps you really fucking limited.
These are gonna sound so cheesy. I was gonna say like anything you can dream.
Think of. Dream what? Just dream.
Well, I gotta keep 3 words, so I gotta pick wisely. Dream, explore, and love.
I fuck with it. I'm thinking, what if I give them a phrase, but it has to be 3 words? Like, what the fuck do I even say? Like, I seen some of them, and it was like, some of the post people were like, don't do it. Like, that was just childish. I'm gonna lie. But a lot of people were like, go for it. Cherish your childhood. All this is temporary. All this temporary. I think for me, it's like, I think I'd want to say we did it. Because for me, I realized my 13-year-old self, this is kind of, when you thought about your future, I feel like this is the future you're looking at. You're not really looking 20 years ahead of time, but you're looking at, okay, I'm a teenager now. The next phase is being a young adult. I feel like now I'm in that phase. And this is that future that I was looking at. But I think I would want to tell myself that we did it. Because I think like that would be like the perfect thing to say, because it's like you don't really tell them what it is that happened. Because I would have, this is not what I imagined when I was 13-year-old. It just changed so much, because I'll spend a year at a program. I was doing math. I'm like, okay, I want to be a math teacher. I spend another program doing poetry. I'm like, I want to do poetry. I take a class at NYU for psychology. I'm like, I want to be a psychologist. But where I'm at now, it's kind of like we're figuring it out. This is what my 13-year-old self wanted. And I think that's all I'd want to say. It's like, we did it.
I love that. That's awesome.
Some deep shit. Nah, I ain't. But yeah, I think this is actually pretty dope. Where I'm at right now, I know that I've, based off all my experiences and everything that I've been doing, I know enough to figure it out. Not that I figured it out, but I trust myself to be able to put up with whatever the fuck I gotta put up with to get to where I gotta be. On some real shit. Okay. And this was like a cute little message from the same Instagram page too. It was like, for the person that needed to see this today, your heart will heal, your tears will dry, your season will change. I like that. I like that shit. That was positive. Okay. Somebody was like, before you jump in my DM and ask yourself, can I see myself giving her all? Can I see myself? Oh, okay. Run it back. Before you jump in my DM, ask yourself, quotations, can I see myself giving her all my money? If I got to slide in your DMs and I got to decide whether I'm ready to spend money on you or not, understand the fact that your DMs is unavailable to me at that point. The fact that it costs, your attention costs me. Fuck you. Like, what about my time? My time's not precious enough. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, it's hard for me to even think about going on a second date with somebody if you don't be checking for your wallet when we're paying for shit. For you to think that, oh, I got to be ready to spend my money before I even DM, you were bugging the fuck out. Like, the whole spoiling woman, like, I'm all for it. For somebody who deserves it. For somebody who thinks it's an expectation that, oh, I gotta put a Birkin, fuck you. Go find somebody else that doesn't. Find somebody else that got nothing else to offer but their fucking money, and then you can drain them out of that. What? No, I'm gonna dedicate my energy, my love, my heart, and my pockets got to be added. But then your pockets is safe. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Somebody was like, I just wouldn't even argue with me. I go too far. See, I have a lot of friends like that. I'm not that person where it's like, oh, we're arguing and I'm gonna sit here and do the most. No. But I have some friends, and I'm gonna put you on blast, right? I have one of my boys named Riz, and I tell him this all the time. So this is me talking behind his back. Riz is somebody that I wouldn't argue with. I start arguing with him for a few seconds, and every time I remind myself, this is why you don't argue with him. Riz argues for fun. Like, it is entertainment to him to be in an argument. So he will drag out the argument and start arguing at any random shit that he pleases to. This is the thing, right? This is my boy. Like, when we have actual arguments and some serious shit, like, we push all that shit to the side. But for the most part, this is the shit that he does. And he finds it entertaining. I promise you, him getting underneath your skin is fun to him. But, bro, because I know he does all this extra shit in arguments, the moment I start arguing with, like, nah, I keep on going and I'm going to be pissed off as shit because this argument is going to make no sense. But yeah, I don't argue with people like that. I can't dedicate all that energy and shit. Nah. Like, you will see me go quiet. Like, if we're in a PlayStation, like, when I'm playing games with the guys, right, there'll be a lot of other people that I don't know. There's like 8 people and I'm only playing with 3 of those people, but everybody somehow, some way knows one person, and you feel me? And then the moment it's like they start arguing, like some of the friends that I don't know, like we start arguing back and forth and shit. It's all funny jokes and shit, but at a certain point I get tired of that shit and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm just done. I'm gonna shut the fuck up because like this is not worth my time. Like, this is, I look at it like it's childish. I'm not gonna hold you, which is why I don't invest that much time into myself. This is another deep message. We have a lot of messages for y'all today. Okay. I got y'all. I'm my reading voice. Why did I get so serious? Oh my God, that was quick. Please stop shaming yourself for not being where others are. You've been through a lot and you are processing a lot, mentally and emotionally. Y'all do not have the same past, present, or future. So the comparison is useless and robbing you of your deserved happiness. Y'all heard that? Don't compare your life to somebody else. Y'all didn't go through the same shit, so of course your story's gonna be a little different. Of course you're gonna reach places at different times. Everybody has their own time, and you gotta trust yours. You'll figure it out. You got this. Somebody was like, them low hearts on my story don't move me. DM me if you're really a stepper. Yeah, I don't get why people think like hearting something on like my story or some shit is just gonna make me, oh, this person wants me. Let me give them my time and energy and get to know them and maybe possibly date them. No, that's not really what happens. Half the time I don't look at the notifications for shit like that. Like, you hearted some shit. Okay, great. You thought it was nice. Like, because you do that now, in return, you expect me to DM you and all you did was click a button, but you want me to type a sentence. It just doesn't really add up. You see that part, right? It doesn't really add up. I will never take one for the team. Get this ugly motherfucker out my face. Okay, look, I am a good wingman, and I have spoken to some questionable people from my friends because they were trying to holler at a certain person during a party. And I have no issue with doing that for them, but when they don't tell me ahead of time, and then I realize this person that I'm going to have to talk to, when the whole time I'm like, I'm about to flirt, I'm about to spill a little game, and then I look at this person, I'm excited and shit, I'm like, okay. Not what I expected. And then I look at my friend, and they'll look away because they're like, But nah, it's like I've taken one for the team, but there are some times where it's like it's just unreasonable what the fuck you're asking for. Because I don't mind sitting here and actually talking to the person, getting to know them. Because I'll just make sure none of it is sexual. Like, I'll just get to know them as a person because I'm not attracted to them. But when you have a person I'm not attracted to, and then this person is trying to fuck me, and then I gotta put up with it because you need time. No, I'm not doing that shit again, bro. That shit was just way too exhausting. Oh, somebody was like, I like being in love. I don't want no hoes. I agree to that. Like, I fucking agree. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Having hoes and all this shit, it's fun. Like, playing motherfuckers, like, it's fun. Like, it's entertaining. Like, it keeps you on your toes type shit. But I'm tired. I want to get off my toes. You feel me? Like, I want to settle down with a person. See what I did there? Yeah. But I want to settle down with somebody. It's like, I'm not saying like, oh, for the rest of my life. I'm just like, it's just like, because I have so much shit going on. I have so much shit that I'm already worried about. So much shit that's stressing me out. I don't need to be worried about 10, 5, 20 different hoes and shit. It's like, if I have one person, that's better. It's like, during my day, I know I got to text one person. I wake up the next day, I got to text one person. I want to have sex, I got to text one person. The whole like, oh, I got to figure out who, all right, where you want, this one's busy. it takes time, bro. Like that shit is time consuming. A lot of people don't realize it, but it's tiring as shit. Somebody was like, I'd rather be funny, and I think this might be like one of the last ones we look at. Actually, yeah, there's two more. Somebody was like, I'd rather be funny than pretty, but good thing is I'm both. Y'all stay safe though. This is the thing I'm saying. Look, if you're not attractive, be funny. Like I'm telling you, being funny, it gets you far. It gets you really far. Cause I remember there's this saying, right? I forgot who said it. It was like somebody deep or something like that. They said if you can make her giggle, you can make her cheeks jiggle. I don't know if you know what that means, but it means that thing that you don't have the looks for, you can still achieve that by having a great personality and showing her that you're worth it. I believe that you can do it. It's not that hard to be funny. Just don't try too hard. Figure out what she normally laughs at and then just figure that out, okay? Even if you search up on Google, it works for you. Just have a good memory. You can do it. All hope is lost. You got this. I got you. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Did my phone die? Oh, I was confused. Okay, I'm gonna just say something that's not even a post. Them long FaceTime calls where we staying on the phone all day, we waking up to each other, all of that shit is cute. But when you're somebody that doesn't want to buy a brand new phone just for a new fucking camera, your battery becomes shit. My phone does not charge past 80% at times. Like it's just like, yo, your battery life is at 80%. And then I have to like trigger sometimes to go above. It fucks up your battery, and then you don't talk to that person no more, and then you're gone, but my phone is still dealing with the repercussions of you constantly wanting my attention and shit. It's like, I love it, it's cute, but my battery, I'm not trying to put down $1,000 on a fucking phone just because we wanted to go to sleep on the phone together. You wake up and I'm not there, you go back to sleep. You'll be okay, you'll be all right. I like that shit. I'm just saying, like, we don't gotta do it every fucking night. Like my phone, like right now, my phone be heating up randomly and I just gotta stop using it. Once it happened while I was driving and I didn't know where I was going. My phone just overheated and there was nothing that I could do. And I'm driving around waiting for my phone to stop fucking up. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. And I'm just driving. I feel like my hand was delayed with the camera for a sec. I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah, no. I just remember that because I'm like, my phone was at like 30%. I've only been looking at posts. It's not going on Instagram. It's at 13 now. Yeah. Caring too much had me looking like I was begging. Now I simply don't give a fuck. I don't even want to speak on that. That shit is just facts. Like the idea that you stick around and you put up with dumb shit from motherfuckers that should be able to give it to you but don't want to give it to you. And then you find excuses for these motherfuckers. That's some trifling shit. Begging a motherfucker to be the type of person that you were to them. The next time I gotta ask somebody for that, or I'm in a situation where it seems like that, if any of my friends see this or hear this, smack the fuck out of me. Smack me silly the next time I'm begging someone for what I do for them. Yeah, no, fuck you. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy yourself. Be amazing. Be beautiful. And all that plus some more. Oh my God, when I don't think about it, I say perfectly. And I'm out.